Hello and what is up everybody? Welcome back to another FTB Unstable. I know it's been a few days, but I've been so busy with the subscriber server. If you are not a GameWish subscriber yet, paid subscription, just a quick reminder, that's how you get on the server. I highly recommend it. We've had like 10 to 12 people on pretty much consistently, which is amazing. Anyways, let's get right into Unstable. We are at a point where we need more power. We really need more power. I have this guy disabled at the moment because outside of the midday where we're actually generating power, we lose across the board. So as you can see, we're starting to reap some of the benefits. We're starting to get ender pearls and stuff, but it also doesn't look like the ender lily seeds are potentially getting doubled here with the farming station. I'll have to keep an eye on that, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots here that hopefully will get filled, or those will add in over there, and then we can confirm that or not. But it also wasn't chunk loaded. So quick note about FTB utilities. To do that, you need to type in FTB/team space create, and then you need to have a name, and it all needs to be in lowercase. You can't go capitals or anything like that, but that's what allows you to create your team. Now there is other commands, like you can go /FTB loaded chunks or chunk claim type thing. I personally recommend just going to the map and clicking. You know, left click adds it, right click removes it. It seems a lot more basic to me. If you go shift left click, it'll be chunk loaded, and as far as I know, oh boy, why can't I modify this chunk? You do not have permission. Okay, just normal right click will disable it. Anyways, so I recommend going that route. It's just so much easier. Now, after that little public service announcement, I know, right? Let's get into our power issue. Now, I don't think I have time to actually build the platform that this is going to go on, but I think our power area is going to be right here. And we'll probably duplicate this a little bit. I still need to put on the roof part with glass. I do have a little bit more. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit. But I think I've found a very good solution to our current power situation. Now, in our modular storage here, we have 2,070 fish. All right. Now, fish, of course, as we know, general Minecraft, you name it, is food, right? It's standard food. Well, let's figure this out, because simple as this, there is a beautiful thing called simple generators in this mod pack, and it has a culinary generator. Now, I've never used this thing before, but let's give it a try. So if we actually were to cook up this fish, fish jerky, I wonder if that's better. I don't know. We'll have to experiment a few things. We can also go the tofu route in an alloy smelter. That might be useful too. I'm just kind of looking through, seeing what we got. I don't have... We could get a lemon tree. And we can make flour quite easily. You know what? This fish dinner. Oh, the mayo. Eggs. Ooh, that's the only... Oh, no, we can do tofu for that too. Okay. So we could do mayo fish, lemons from a lemon tree. I think that's the only place you can get them. That's going to be the hardest part, is the lemon tree itself. Let's quickly grab ourselves an emerald and see what this is like. I know for a fact that RF Tools, the mod pack developer, said that single click is so much better on pulling out the items. So I'm really glad that that's working out, and I look forward to us having that update soon on all the packs. I think a lot of people will benefit from that, and I think a lot of people are going to use that storage, modular storage, that much better. So I'm going to find a lemon seed here and see what we can come up with. This might have to be more of an end goal thing. Did I pass it? No. Radish, broccoli, zucchini, tomato. Oh man, there's so many different types of seeds. Why is there not a search function? That's what I want to know. But anyways, parsnip, soybean. Soybean's really good too. Oats, strosselberry, seaweed. Okay, so we could go seaweed as well, which would be all right. Rice, leek, pineapple, blackberry. Oh my lord, there are so many seeds. All right, I'll be back when I actually find... Oh, there we go. We're in the trees now. We're in the trees now. Walnut, pear, goose, chestnut, nutmeg, oak sapling, birch, dark oak, date, papaya. Oh man, so many delicious things. All right, lemon sapling. I think this is the guy. Perfect. Let's buy. It takes 3 emeralds. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, rip emeralds. Rip emeralds. We are going to lose all of our emeralds. No big deal. Let's try to fly a little bit quicker, please, Mr. Kryllyk. Thank you. All right, there goes all of our emeralds for this lemon tree. This better be worth it, game. Better be worth it. Mind you, if we can get power set up accordingly with this system and it generates a good amount of power, we may even just reap the benefits, right? Automatically. So let's place this guy down. I want to get a little bit of bone meal as well. And I just want to farm this as much as possible anyways. Let's get 1, 2, and 9. I think that's good. That's good for now. Let's sag mill it. Always sag mill your bone meal. So much better. You get so much more for it. Yeah. 4, 8. Oh, it's 8 per? With the flint. With the flint. Gotta get it. Gotta get it done. So lots of bone meal. Good. And voila. Over a stack. Amazing. Amazing. Do we have... we do have a lumber axe. Excellent. All right. I'm going to get some lemons on the lemon tree here. Now, what I want to do is I want to actually... So let's grow it. Oh, it's jungle wood too. Oh, very nice. Okay. What I want to do... So you can right-click the lemons off of the tree, and you can bone meal them accordingly. Okay, so that'll give us the lemons. But what I need as well is just the actual... saplings from these guys. Can that? No. Oh my, why is it a jungle sapling? Why are you a jungle sapling? No. Lemon sapling, please. I don't want a jungle sapling. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Lemon tree. Can I combine it with a lemon? Is that what we need to do? Lemon sapling. I need 3 lemons. Oh no. Boom, boom. Get a whole bunch of lemons. It's fine. It's fine. No panic. No panic here at all. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so that's going to give us a replenishment of lemon trees. Understandably so. So I'm just going to grow these, and for right now, we might go a little bit manual on this thing, and we might need to set up a whole nother farm otherwise, which can be done quite easily, I think. Let's quickly grab a few more saplings, because we do have a decent amount of them. Somewhere. Yeah, just a few. Just a few. And get more of these lemon trees up and running here. We'll get a few. Just a few. Just a couple. No big deal. And we'll spam them with the bone meal. And we'll get lemons up and growing. Grow? No? Grow? Yes. Excellent. Grow? No, you're not growing. You are not growing there. Okay, you can grow here. There we go. Growing. All right, so we got a few lemon trees, which is good. I'm just going to burn through the rest of this bone meal on some of these guys here. And at least get a few more lemons so that we can start this whole process of the culinary generation and whatnot. At the moment, in case you guys can't tell, I am back to recording my old way. You probably can't tell that, to be honest. But we are... I currently have my second PC dismantled, and I'm going to be taking in the computer for testing, because I want to make sure that everything is working appropriately. Alright, so we need mayo, and we need flour. So flour is... Is there any other way to do it? There isn't. So we do need the mortar and pestle, That should be very easy to make. Let's get that guy done here. Good. Build me one of those. Excellent. So that plus some wheat, which we're already growing. So that should be very easily done. Over here. Oh man, look at all those ender pearls. I love it. Should give us the flour that we require. And it doesn't use up the mortar and pestle. So we can auto craft that quite nicely with a crafter. Crafter. Is that what they are? Yeah, there we go. We probably only need a tier 1 to be honest. So let's quickly get... Oh, we don't have the golden nuggets. I see how it is. I see how it is. 1, 2. Boom. And machine. Excellent. Let's make another one just because I'm sure we're going to need it. And let's make a few of these. And a few of these. We'll craft up 4. I'm sure we'll use them again at some point. So there's our first crafter. And I think this takes power. I'm pretty sure it does. Let's just find out and confirm. Yes, it does. It does take power. Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to sleep so that we can at least get some power generated in this thing and start on our merry way towards getting this process completed. At least the wheat to flour process. So in here, we need that guy. We'll leave that. Remember the current items in the internal and external buffers. Okay, good. All right. All items in input slots are consumed. Correct. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay. And then we need the wheat to go in as well. Oh, what? So that plus that. Is that right? Apply. Press apply to apply the recipe to the crafters. Do we need a crafting pattern? Oh, there we go. Apply. Okay. So then we have keep one of every inventory slot. Good. Result of crafting operation will go to output buffer. Will stay in input. Result of the crafting operation will go to output buffer, but remaining items like buckets will stay in input. I think that's the one we need. Okay, let's find that again. Yeah, okay, this one here. That's good. Remember the current items. Excellent. Apply. Press apply after changing. Good. Okay, now, is it crafting? Redstone mode ignored. Speed fast. That's the recipe. Apply. Why is it not crafting? Why is it not crafting? And that's going to give you flour. Right? Is that not right? Apply. Huh. Why is that not working right? We're going to get flour and that. Does that mean that we need to re-put that in there? Why is it not crafting? Why don't you craft? Alright, let me figure this guy out. Alright, the problem was the keep. Because it was trying to use... It was always keeping one mortar and pestle in the inventory. So there we go. We have the process of auto-crafting up the flour. Now 3 is more than enough for what we need. So that should always be working greatly. Awesome. Okay, so we now have access to flour. The next step is to get access to whatchamacallit, all the other stuff that we need. So we're going to need firm tofu and fish. And then of course the lemon, etc. So what I think we're going to do another crafter. That is definitely a good way to go. We'll get another one of those. That's going to be necessary. The other thing that might be necessary is another alloy smelter because we do need the tofu from the fish. So this needs to be cooked up into tofu, which isn't a bad thing because, well, you know, it can be used for so many other things. So we will need one of these. So we'll need an alloy smelter up at that farm. So let's get a alloy smelter. made up. Kind of a pain of a craft, if you ask me. Oh, see, look. No, nothing. We don't have nothing. And then that's going to be all messed up as well. So let's get some copper. You will work perfectly. Just go in there. Excellent. Boom. Craft me the one. Excellent. So that gets rid of that one obscure copper. Iron bars, we're going to need 1, 2 of those. Might as well make a couple. And machine chassis. Go. Then we have the furnace. We'll make a few of those. I'm sure it'll come up again. Cauldron, we'll make a few of those. I'm sure it'll come up again. And there we go, alloy smelter. At least the crafting here is so much easier. So that's going to give us the alloy smelter. We also need to get our... is it the skillet? I think it's in our backpack. Yeah, right there. Skillet. Okay. Good. So we are going to need another crafter, aren't we? Because we need to craft it into mayo. Is that correct? Yeah, I think we do. So we need to craft the tofu into mayo. But these do have 2 recipe slots. So if we were to... if we were to set another recipe here... Now, can we lock some of these or anything like that? I'm not sure, because I don't want this to fill up completely with wheat, and we have problems down the road. Is there a way to do that? I don't know if there is. That's fine. We'll do it like that. I think we'll be okay. So, what we need to do is we need the tofu over here to be crafted into the mayo. Right? Mayo. So we need a juicer. We need a juicer as well. Alright. No big deal. So we need mayo, we need a juicer, which means we need a pressure plate. Oh man, forgot all about that, didn't I? Boom, pressure plate, go, make 1, put away, boom, mayo, juicer, go, make 1. Alright, good. So now the juicer plus the firm tofu, 30 minutes till restart. What madness is this? What madness? So, in this recipe, we are going to do the juicer with a tofu is going to give us mayo. So that's going to be all. That's going to be extra C. And we'll put this in here. We will hit apply for mayo and put that in there. And then we will remove that and keep mayo in one of these slots. Okay. Now, is that going to work for us? It should, right? It should work for us. Is there a way to lock the slots? I do not know. We'll have to confirm that a little bit later on. So we have mayo and flour in this crafter. Okay, that's good. So that's half of our process. Let's get a little bit of the energy conduits out as well and place it like so. Very good. Seems like we're using a lot of power here, but we aren't. Where's it all going? Where is it all going? Are we actually at 0 with the one crafter? I don't believe that. I guess we are only generating 60% right now. Okay, so there's our second crafter there. That's going to be getting power. And this is the guy that's going to be crafting the rest of this stuff. So the recipe, we are going to do all. We are going to go extra C. And we are going to need the skillet. We are going to need flour. Good. We are going to need fish. Excellent. We are going to need lemons. And we are going to also need some of that mayo. Like so. Oh, no, I messed up the recipe. All right, mayo, lemon, skillet, flour, and fish. And that's going to give us the fish dinner. And we're going to apply... And let's change that setting like so. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Perfect. So we got 8 fish dinners out of that. All right, not too bad. Now, other than that, we need to get the fish into this alloy smelter and then into this crafter. So not too bad overall to be able to do that. But we will need to set up this accordingly. So let's set it up... I'm probably going to go vertical with it, I think, because these solar panels need to move up. And you know what? It's nighttime, so let's do it right now. They're not generating anything anyways, so let's move them vertical and get a little bit more space here overall. Good. We'll put them up a little bit higher. Not that high. Like so. Good. So those will be the ones that generate still. And down here we will add a power line. And you know what? We should probably clean this up just a little bit like so. Okay. Good. So that guy should be getting power. It's only 20 RF per tick because it's nighttime. But that should be getting power. Let me finish wiring this thing up so that the fish get cooked and then put into the respective place. I think that's a good way to go. Other than that, I need to set up an item conduits and all that kind of stuff. So let me get some of this done, and we'll bring you back in and explain it. Alright, so I do want to edit the, we need to add these storage filters to these crafters so that we can make sure that the right items do only end up in there. Alright, so item filter, okay, only accept certain type of items. There we go. So we got to open this filter up first of all, and we need to say wheat and then the the other thing as well. So that's going to be a whitelist of wheat. Good. And then we also need to get ourselves the tofu. Okay. So these will be the two items that get whitelisted in here. And like so. Good. And we can install that module accordingly. So if I try to put in fish, it's not going to let me. But I can put in wheat and I can put in tofu. Just like so. Good. Now why did it not craft those? Why did it not craft them? Why you no craft? Why are you not crafting the things? Alright, anyways, we are going to start setting up the tofu to automatically go here. I am just going to fill a chest for right now for that. And then over here, we need to set all of these other items. So we need mayo, we need fish, we need flour, and then we do need lemons as well. So let's start adding these to this. Good, good. Make sure it's in whitelist mode. Just an FYI. Let's quickly go get a lemon. Maybe we'll set up like a forestry farm. I think forestry can farm these quite nicely. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it can. Or at least it used to be able to with apples automatically. So I'm not sure if that's changed or anything, but maybe we'll give it a try. Because chopping them down does not seem to give lemons, which is a bit of a setback. And lemon. Okay. So those should be the items that go into the crafter here. Mayo, fish, and lemons. And it's crafting. More fish dinners. Perfect. So right now our current setback is the lemons itself. Why did that only craft one? Did that even craft one? Apply. I don't know why this isn't crafting. Anyways, the other thing that I need to get is I don't even need a filter, I don't think, anymore on this because we are filtered on the RF Tools machine. So it's literally not going to accept the ender pearls, the seeds, or the verdant spring. So we're good to go there. This guy is then going to be like so. Good. Is there something that I need to enable here? Don't match mod, ignore damage. Okay. No, it should just work. Should just work. Apply. But why is this not doing its thing? Apply. Apply. Remember. Remember. Okay. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Other than that, I'm just going to go like this, and this will be extract always active, and this will be insert. So any of the flour and stuff Should automatically go in there. But why is that not letting me? Why is it not crafting? I am very confused as to what is going on here and why it is all of a sudden not crafting. Real concerning. I'm going to need to look this up because we do need this to work. We need it to be operational and work all together to get our fish dinners accordingly. Why is that not doing its thing? Why is this not doing its thing? I do not know. I am unaware as to why it is not. Alright, so for some reason, this storage filter seems to be blocking the things from being crafted. So instead of doing that, I'm going to go a different route with an item filter on the item conduits. I'm not sure if this is a bug or not. I don't want to spread any rumors saying that it is or anything like that, but let's just get, you know what, do we have an item filter? Item filter, we do. Okay, we'll just do that instead. Good. Okay, shift, we put it in here. That'll clear all the settings. Perfect. And we'll put this lemon back in here. Okay, so this guy needs to only accept wheat and tofu. No, we only need to worry about the wheat. We only need to worry about the wheat. Okay, so this needs to go into here, into the extract with a whitelist of wheat. Okay, so now we should be okay with removing this storage filter, and it should only pull the wheat out of this drawer, or out of this chest. Perfect. Okay, then those items are going into here, which means we can move this, and it's crafting the fish dinners. So our current holdup is definitely the lemons. Hands down the lemons. Not even close to comparable. It is definitely the lemons. So I need to come up with some sort of a solution for that down the road here. I'm not too sure what all can do it. Maybe you guys can let me know. Maybe we can make this system really awesome together. So now for the next step, we need the culinary generator as well. So culinary gen, let's see if this thing works. I don't know. It might not. I have no string. I have no string. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got no string. We got no string. Do we have that? We do. I'm going to use some of those. I don't like using those, but we're going to use a couple of them. We'll put away the fishing rods. We'll make a couple of iron hose. Good. Let's see, what else? We need a couple of flint and steel. Pretty straightforward. We're going to need another furnace. I think I had one spare one already. We're going to need 2 redstone blocks. And we should be able to make 2 of these. Excellent. Okay, good. So 2 culinary generators are now here, ready to go. So let's just go like this and place them down like so. And now let's see if these things work. So first thing I want to test, I want to take 2 of these fish dinners. I said 2, it's fine. And see what we generate. Oh, really? It only generates 32 RF per tick. This might not be worth it. So those last 2 minutes each at 32 RF per tick. I need to find out what fish lasts, because this might not even be worth it. It might not even be worth it. So we have that. So at least we're generating some at nighttime. But that's only 64 RF. That is a bit of a problem. I was expecting a little bit more for higher end food than what we are currently generating. They do hold 1 million each, which is crazy. But I'm assuming it's time that we're looking at here. That might be the better benefactor compared to just sticking fish in there. Other than that, fish dinner is actually quite nice to eat overall. Alright, so we're almost done here. Quick note, this is doubling my ender lily seeds. I just came up here and those slots have been filled, so we do need to get more end stone and really capitalize on that. Alright, so with fish in there, yeah, you only get 8 seconds. but still only at 32 RF per tick. So two fish dinners every 2 minutes for only 32 RF per tick. How much does a hamburger last? A minute and a half. Okay. Well, you know what? I think that we should use this. We are kind of currently in a situation where we need lemons to make this thing work, which we're manually harvesting. But 64 RF per tick, and we can make more overall. So that's not the biggest issue. We can make more of them. So I think that's probably the way to go for right now. If any of you guys have any ideas of a way that I can improve this, or, you know, maybe we can do something else. I need something with the lemon trees for sure to make them harvest appropriately. Because once we put them in there, I mean, that's only 4 more. That's going to be gone in 4 minutes. So we need lemons. We need 4 lemons every 4 minutes, basically. So we need a lemon every minute to be grown. Oh my. Oh my, indeed. Well, if you guys do have any ideas, please let me know on this. I'm going to double check the time, see where we're at, and go from there. Maybe we'd be better off just going with a fish sandwich. Might be a thing. I know it's a light meal, but then we're not requiring the lemon. You know what? I think let's go with the fish sandwich for right now. Let's go with the fish sandwich for now, and we'll adjust accordingly. I need some wheat to edit that recipe. So I'm going to quickly go to a fish sandwich. I have no wheat. Oh boy. We got no wheat, people. We got no wheat. Alright, let's disable this for a quick second. Never active. Good. So we'll get some wheat in here. And I think I'm going to switch it to the fish sandwich. Just for now. So that we can avoid that lemon issue. And go from there. So we'll remove that and remove that. And we need bread. But that's okay. We can make that adjustment accordingly. So let's take out the mortar and pestle. Because that's not going to work for us. Unless, can we make flour into bread? No, 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 no. No, no, I didn't want that. I want to know if we can make flour into bread. I'm pretty sure we can. But whether or not it's exactly what we need is another story. Creeper cookie snack. I think it turns into like dough or something, and then that can be made into additional things or something like that. So let's quickly take out all the flour because it's not going to be required for the other setup. And let's wait. 3 bread. Excellent. Just what we needed. Let's edit this recipe with just this for bread. And we're going to apply like so, and that will go in there, and that's going to give us bread. Now that should then put bread in here. Good. So now we can make the fish sandwich be the recipe. And that's going to be that and that. So that'll make us the fish sandwich. So what we should be making is bread automatically and mayo automatically whenever we get wheat coming through, etc. Okay, and that'll give us the fish sandwich. So let's do a quick comparison between these two foods. So we have the fish sandwich and the fish dinner. So the fish dinner, like we know, is 2 minutes. The fish sandwich is 1.5 minutes, which is similar to the burger or a light meal. So for every 1.5 minutes, we only need the fish sandwich. I'm going to wait to hear back from you all and your thoughts and opinions on this setup, because I would like to use the fish dinner. I really would, but I want to make sure that it's something that will work for what we need. So we are going to leave this system as is, and we'll set these to insert. Good. And this should only extract the fish dinner, which it did, and it put it into there. Now I want this to be round robin enabled. Alright, so now we're at 9 and 9. Okay, perfect. That should work for now. The system will operate, and we should get the fish sandwiches coming through pretty soon. And that should do the job once we enable this again. Active even without signal. That should give us bread, which should make us fish sandwiches. Okay, well, let me know on the lemon debacle, and we'll see what we can do from there. Other than that, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys liked this episode. It's been kind of fun playing around with the RF Tools stuff a little bit more. I haven't done too much of that in my, history on here. So I really think that this was a lot of fun and really educational, not only for you guys, hopefully, but also for myself in general. So fish sandwiches into these culinary generators. I might make a few more of these. We'll see how well it goes. During the day, we should be building up power in here. Are we not? Are we like perfectly aligned? Well, let's do this then. Hey, get down there, you silly goof. Let's see. It is not saying that it's down at the moment. There we go. We are at a negative still. So I'm going to need at least one more of those culinary generators, plus maybe a little bit more. Anyways, I'm talking way too long. Bye-bye for now. Have a good one.